interpreter scans the command line and the environment for various settings. See Python implementation detail. Other implementations command line schemes may differ. See alternate implementations for further resources. Command line. When invoking Python, you may specify any of these options. Python -b, capital B, T, capital E, H, I, capital I, 0, QS, S, U, V, capital V, capital W, X, question mark, or -c, then command, or -m, then module name, or script, or hyphen, or args. The most common use case is, of course, a simple invocation of script. Python myscript.py. Interface options. The interpreter interface resembles that of the Unix shell but provides some additional methods of invocation. When called with standard input connected to a TTY device, it prompts for commands and executes them until an EOF, an end of file character. You can produce that with Control D on Unix or Control Z enter on or Windows is read. When called with a file name argument or with a file as standard input, it reads and executes a script from that file. When called with a directory name argument, it reads and executes an appropriately named script from that directory. When called with -c command, it executes the Python statements given as command. Here, command may contain multiple statements separated by new lines. Leading white space is significant in Python statements. When called with -m space module name, the given module is located on the Python module path and executed as a script. In non-interactive mode, the entire input is parsed before it is executed. An interface option terminates the list of options consumed by the interpreter. All consecutive arguments will end up in sys.argv. Note that the first element subscript 0 sys.argv 0 is a string reflecting the program's source. -c command. Execute the Python code in command. Command can be one or more statements separated by new lines with significant leading white space as in normal module code. If this option is given, the first element of sys.argv will be -c and the current directory will be added to the start of sys.path, allowing modules in that directory to be imported as top level modules. Raises an auditing event, see python.run underscore command with argument command. -m module name. Search sys.path for the named module and execute its content as the main module. Since the argument is a module name, you must not give a file extension .py. The module name should be a valid absolute Python module name, but the implementation may not always enforce this. Example, it may allow you to use a name that includes a hyphen. Package names, including namespace packages, are also permitted. When a package name is supplied instead of a normal module, the interpreter will execute package._main__ as the main module. This behavior is deliberately similar to the handling of directories and zip files that are passed to the interpreter as the script argument. If this option is given, the first element of sys.argv will be the full path to the module file while the module file is being located. The first element will be set to -m. As with -c option, the current directory will be added to the start of sys.path. -I option can be used to run the script in isolated mode where sys.path contains neither the current directory nor the user site packages directory. All Python star environment variables are ignored too. Many standard library modules contain code that is invoked on their execution as a script. An example is the time it module. Python -m time it -s setup here, benchmark code here. Python -m time it -h for more details. Raises an auditing event, see python.run module with argument module name. Read the commands from standard inputs sys.stdin. If standard input is a terminal, -i is implied. If this option is given, the first element of sys.argv will be my hyphen and the current directory will be added to the start of sys.path. Raises an auditing event, see python.run underscore stdin with no arguments. Script executes the Python code contained in script, which must be a file system path, absolute or relative, referring to either a Python file, a directory containing a __main ___ .py file, or a zip file containing a ___ main ___ .py file. If this option is given, the first element of sys.argv will be the script name as given to the command line. If the script name refers directly to a Python file, the directory containing that file is added to the start of sys.path and the file is executed as the ___ main ___ module. If the script name refers to a directory or zip file, the script name is added to the start of sys.path and ___ main ___ .py file in that location is executed as the ___ main ___ module. -i option can be used to run the script in isolated mode where sys.path contains neither the script directory nor the user side packages directory. All Python star environment variables are ignored to raises an auditing event, see python.run underscore file with argument file name. If no interface option is given, -i is implied, sys.argv 0 is an empty string and the current directory will be added to the start of sys.path. Also, tab completion and history editing is automatically enabled if available on your platform.